Today, staff have overwhelmingly voted to reject the government's request to defer a 2% pay rise for 6 months. Why was it reasonable for the government to ask an independent statutory body like the ABC to change an enterprise bargaining agreement?
Well, let's be clear. Across the public service, employees are taking a pay freeze. So across the public service, that's been the decision, reflecting the fact that we're in a COVID-19 driven downturn and over 1 million Australians have lost their job. What we also know is across the media sector, we've seen extensive job losses, and in many media organisations, people have taken significant pay cuts. So our view was that, consistent with the practice across the public service and in recognition of the very difficult circumstances faced by many Australians, it was appropriate that ABC employees should also have a pay freeze for a period of time.
OK, well, I mean, this was symbolic though, wasn't it, though, Minister? But, Minister, it's symbolic because the ABC says it would have saved $5 million by deferring this pay rise. But the point is that money was going to go back into the ABC's operating budget. It wasn't going to be going towards the government to help with any kind of budget repair. So what ultimately was the point? You defer a pay rise and that $5 million would simply go back into the ABC's operating budget.
Let me repeat the point. Over 1 million Australians have lost their jobs.
Well, about 250 ABC staff have as well through the redundancy process.
Across the public service, there is a pay freeze. In many media organisations, journalists have taken pay cuts or have been made redundant. The ABC is well and securely funded, and it was our view that it would have been a fine gesture of solidarity.
But it's a gesture, right? It's symbolic. It's not actually...
Do you want to let me... Jane, do you want to allow me to answer the question?
Please go ahead.
Let me just complete my answer, if I may. Our view was that it would have been a fine gesture of solidarity for ABC journalists and staff to also accept a pay freeze for a period of time. It's clear that that was not the view of ABC staff.
All right. Minister Paul Fletcher, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
The Communications Minister, Paul